So here I am, I'm back in Germany. This is the HP Velotechnik assembly plant where they put together all of the trikes. If I'm going to take a Scorpion, I want to learn how to make it. So they invited me back to their factory in Germany so that I can build my world tour trike. They've set aside some help for me here, and they're going to teach me the ins and outs of building my own trike.
HP's production team and assembly process is broken into specific areas, each specializing in a particular step for putting a recumbent bike or trike together. The first step in production is the backbone of it all, the frame. Julian is the person in charge with putting together the frame components, and he walked me through the procedure of joining together what will become the skeleton of the trike.
This one. And just here, tighten it.
So how many trikes do you think you've built in your life?
In my life, I think like trike frames. I don't build the complete trikes.
Oh, okay. This is your
trike frames. I think 1,000 by now.
1,000.
The hinge that joins the two main frame pieces together is critical. Not only must it allow for seamless unlocking and fold over precisely every time, but when locked together it must be true, firm, and rock solid.
Will this hold me for 5 years? I hope so.
HP Velotechnik is filled with custom jigs and frame supports, all designed to verify tight tolerances and assure that each of their trikes are up to snuff.
Now we just measured the frame because they're so specific here at HP that if it's a little off, they can fix it. If it's a little bit more than a little off, then they actually just chop the frame up and then discard it and start fresh, because they're committed to quality here, which is why I chose them.
This is made in Germany.
Right.
So.
Okay, so he's showing me a little bit about the suspension, which is what we're putting on right now, and we were talking about these rubber stopper rings.
Right. All of these parts you will basically find in a car. Our engineers just designed it like a car with all the advantages. You hardly find this in any other bike on the market.
So this sets it apart from the rest.
Right.
Cool.
One time you just push it in.
Okay.
Like this.
This is from a guy that's done it 1,000 times.
So,
Okay.
Now it's you.
Let me try.
You would make a good practicant.
Oh, thanks. My dad would be happy to hear you say that. He says I'd be a good bike mechanic.
When the two front frame sections have been assembled, the rear fork is attached, along with an adjustable rear shock and spring, and the whole thing starts to take shape.
So just imagine when you go on a full suspension bike with 3 wheels, you go into, let's say, a right turn. What happens is that the center of gravity gets pushed outside, so a lot of pressure is
on the outside tire.
On the outside tire. The spring will compress really hard really much on the outside, and so what the bike does, it leans out of the turn, and this is the least thing you want to do, because it even brings your center of gravity
over.
More, like over, and it's easier to flip, and it doesn't feel comfortable. So what this thing does is, when the outside is compressed, it kind of pushes the stabilizer system and also compresses the inside.
Okay.
And this is also like automobile standard, so you won't find this pretty sure on any other bike on the market.
So, done with this part?
What?
Where do we go now?
Now we go to the final assembly.
Okay.
Let's move on, and there you can.
I'm like holding my baby in my hands. It's okay. I'll burp you.
Step 2 involves taking the assembled frame and turning it into a trike. Everything from tires to brakes, pedals to chain are gathered together, inspected, and installed.
My name is Anny. I'm the shop manager here in this building, and I work here since 10 years.
So we're gonna do basically the rigging, right?
Yes.
Everything.
It's at this step that most of the customization takes place. You see, at HP, most of their bikes and trikes are specifically engineered to their customer specifications.
I love the smell of new tires.
Upgrades of almost every sort are available from the base model, and I took advantage of this, adding on every conceivable extra that I think I may want on the road. On the rear end, I decided to upgrade to a roll-off internal 14-speed hub. I also added a V-style parking brake to the rear tire and souped up my suspension to accommodate the heaviest load possible.
This is maybe the most real thing I've done regarding this trip. Like, I've done the website, I've done the maps and the planning, but this is hardcore.
Brakes were important, so I upgraded to Shimano XT disc-style brakes. My right tire has a hub dynamo SON E Deluxe 2 that provides power to a battery and a front and rear ultra-bright German-made xenon bulb. Anny and I worked together, threading cables and placing components. Every step of the way, I was learning about the ins and outs of my trike, becoming more confident with the fact that I can take it around the world. Before conjuring the JaYoe World Tour, I didn't have a lot of experience cycling, so whatever I could learn from HP was going to be invaluable on the road. From the black fenders to the Shimano pedals, the luggage rack to the shifters, the things that make a trike were being screwed, mounted, and tightened into place.
So this is it. We got to put the seat on, but the major components, I would say this bike is finished. There is a quite loud air horn that isn't necessarily super important right now, but cool.
I ended up deciding on the Ergo Mesh XL seat design for the build, and as it fell into place, the final cog needed to make the trike look like a trike was installed.
Oh, that's so nice.
Or
Right there. That's wonderful. That's better than an airplane chair. Not that airplane chairs are that great. Oh my gosh, I never had the headrest adjusted this whole time, anytime I've ridden one. That's nice. We're all set, right?
Day 2 started with a comprehensive, detailed inspection.
What's your name?
I'm Bart, like the Simpsons.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
And what is your job here at HP?
I'm making like the final check of the bike. Checking out the painting, if it's everything all right, if all parts are mounted, if the shifting is working, if the brakes are okay, and yeah.
Well, I'm taking it for a ride today, so if it's not ready to go,
I will do my best that it will be perfect.
Bart has an important job. Before any recumbent bike or trike leaves the HP facility, they are meticulously checked from toe to tail. Everything from minor defects in the finish, missing components, alignment and balance issues, or loose bolts are found, assessed, and rectified. Once the first visual inspection is done, the whole trike goes into a custom jig where the tire alignment is rechecked, adjusted, and verified.
So how long have you been working here?
2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually a software developer.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, I really like biking. I don't drive a car. I only like bikes in here, and yeah, I really liked it. Here I have like my work, my bike, and I can finished it and without someone standing beside me and
With a camera pointing in your
No,
face.
that's not a problem. That's like not that often. So yeah. And 6.9 over there, so it's perfect.
Perfect.
It's like 1 millimeter in front, and so like I said, if you like left go your steering, it should center itself.
So with a final fold over to assure that I installed the hinge properly, Bart signs off on the JaYoe World Tour trike as being fit for duty.
Okay, so this is it. This is my trike. These pedals are going to see so many different things. It's amazing to think that this is new and it's not going to be new for very long. But it's been really awesome to get hands-on and build the trike at the place of its birth. I don't think a lot of people have an opportunity to do that, especially with a machine like this. So let's take the next step, put some bags on it, and take her for a ride. Coincidentally, Annie is going to get one of the trikes, and she's going to ride along with me so that she can help me document the first ride. And she's never even ridden a trike before, so let's see if she can take
awesome.
it. She's pretty awesome. All right, she's all ready to go, built. Now I'm gonna take her for her first ride. Let's see how she does.
The day's ride was comprehensive, taking me through a multitude of terrains and environments. I wanted to put the trike through its paces, and understand its capabilities before I left Germany. So I hit a local trail to see how it handled in some of the more rustic roads I may encounter around the world. We also rode out to Frankfurt, about 20 kilometers away, to see how the trike handles in an urban environment. I was actually quite happy with the results. I felt like the visibility was high and there was a good vibe resonating from everybody in the area. Then I returned to the Kriftel area to ride through the historical streets and alleyways and cruise through the crowded eateries and markets. It's in areas like this that the trike truly shines. Beautiful places like this can be enjoyed from a relaxed position without strain or stress. Riding a trike makes you feel like you're riding an easy chair through the world, allowing you to take your mind off the act of driving and focus on what really matters, the world around you. So with every turn of the crank and with every push of the pedals, I became more and more convinced that the trike was the best choice.
Well, I've cleaned up. I'm ready to go to the next step, and I just got word that the decals have arrived. So let's go see Julian, and he will be the guy in charge of putting on the decals. Hey Julian,
Hey.
I hear you're the man to put on decals.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we have to make it from a black beautiful bike to a black beautiful bike with logos on it. I was thinking that I could do the websites facing out,
right, yeah.
and then have the JaYoe World Tour on the stanchion.
Yeah, no fingerprints. Clean it up.
Now, what's your name?
My name is Luca.
Luca. How long have you been working here?
For 2 years,
But what did you just install for me?
I install a USB recharger
Okay.
to recharge your iPhone and your other electrical stuff.
Cool, cool. Do you have a recumbent or a bike
Yes,
or a
I
trike?
have a recumbent too, a Gecko.
He's putting in USB.
Here?
Yeah. Yeah, perfect. So how we doing?
We're doing fine. Take a good last look at your trike. Today it will be disassembled.
So this is going to fit in there, hopefully. I'm pretty sure this guy's pretty talented. He'll be able to help us out.
Again.
That was Annie talking, saying that the camera is out of focus. Actually, I'm not going to take that out. I'm going to leave it in there so that you can hear that sometimes she's directing me from behind the camera.
So the last step in the process, do everything that we spent the last couple of days doing, only in reverse. In order to send a trike to my home in Ningbo, China, it had to be broken down for transport. Many of the smaller components could in fact stay connected, but in order to become as small as possible, the frame, wheels, fenders, cranks, and many other components had to be disconnected, unscrewed, detached, and packed away for the long flight to China. Once back in Ningbo, it would now be my job to take all the knowledge of my time here at HP and put it to work, rebuilding the trike and getting it roadworthy once again. Now, if you're all die-hard JaYoe Travelogue fans by now, then you've seen Chapter 1 through 30 and know that the trike came together perfectly and rode hard, carrying me through the Chinese countryside for 3 months. But my accident on November 11, 2014 left the trike's frame potentially structurally damaged, so I'll be headed back to Germany soon to pick up my new frame and put the pieces together yet again to get back on the road and restart the JaYoe World Tour.
JaYoe.
JaYoe.
JaYoe. JaYoe. JaYoe.
JaYoe.
JaYoe.
JaYoe. JaYoe. JaYoe.
JaYoe.